Hi everyone, welcome to our first portion of the experiment we're going to do for osmosis, where we will test a hypertonic solution and a hypotonic solution. So first things we have are 2 chicken eggs. We made sure there's no cracks. I will place them gently in my labeled cups. I have one clear cup here labeled as number 1 and another one as number 2. Current time is 6:36 p.m. I will go ahead and fill these cups now with vinegar, and I'm just going to fill them up until it's about 2 inches above the surface there. Fill the next cup up. All right, and that looks like there's about 2. Let me cover this one here. Perfect. So we're going to go ahead and let these rest for the next 12 hours. We will come back, change the vinegar, and let it rest for another 12 hours. So we'll see you back. Thank you. Hi guys, just doing a check-in on our egg. They look bubbly, swollen, and I'm seeing like a crack already. It's been 12 hours, but I'll come back and we will do the exchange of another round of vinegar. Thank you. Hi guys, welcome. It now has been 24 hours from our initiation of our experiment for osmosis. Sorry about everything on my counter. But we have noticed I've had these 2 eggs, chicken eggs, sitting in this clear glass with vinegar. As soon as we put them in there, I noticed that it got bubbly and there is a chemical reaction going on, and it seemed like the eggs enlarged or swelled up, but I don't know if that's just a figment of my imagination. We're gonna see what they look like, so we're gonna go ahead and change the vinegar. So I'm gonna take the eggs out, dump the vinegar, and refill it, and I have to be very careful that I don't break it. So let's do this. All right, so I'm going to be very careful. Oh gosh, I already saw like a crack in the egg here. Ooh, they feel warm, or maybe it's just me tripping. All right. Weird. All right, so I'll let you look at the eggs while I dump this vinegar out. All right, I'm back with the clear glasses. Now we are going to gently put the egg back in. Ugh. All right. Ew, it feels weird. And we will go ahead and put some more vinegar. All right. Oh gosh, I already see like one of my eggs. I swear it wasn't cracked when I put it in there, but maybe they were ready to hatch. I don't know. So we're gonna go ahead and let this set for another 24 hours, and we'll continue to watch it again every 6 hours, and I'll be making my notes of what changes I see. Right now, it seems like it's bubbling a little. They don't look as swollen as I thought they looked from the cup initially, but we'll see what the next 24 hours brings us. Stay tuned. All right guys, so we're back after 48 hours. We have put the eggs through 2 rounds of 24-hour rounds of vinegar. So now our next step is going to be to drain the vinegar, rinse these off nicely with water, and then we're going to absorb the size or shape. So I'm going to start off with egg number 1. Just going to drain the vinegar here. Just going to let that sit there while I rinse the cup. So there's number 1. I'm going to rinse the egg with water. I'm scared. It looks like it's shedding like the shell. So the vinegar must have kind of worked through the shell there. I'm gonna put it back in the cup. Maybe I can clean it off a little bit more. I'm just so scared to break it. Ooh, it feels weird. Okay. Right, that's egg number 1, and we will do the same with egg number 2. Sorry guys, thank you for being patient. Just finishing up rinsing off the egg. Again, as I'm rinsing it, feels like a big ball. Feels like a big ball, and you can see like this piece of skin shedding. I don't know if I'm doing this right, but hopefully. Alright, just cleaning it off. It was like a big mushy ball. Alright, so I'm going to put this back into cup number 2. And as we observe, I do see that right now they look the same because, well, they were in the same solution for the same amount of time. Again, it looks like the vinegar must have kind of dissolved the shell from the egg. So now it looks just like a membrane, really. So maybe what a cell would look like, a membrane inside. It looks like we have a thicker concentration of solution in there. So then we'll move over to our next few steps. The color, it's kind of like a yellowish, jellyish liquid inside. The volume did go up from what the regular size eggs were, and it's like a squishy little cell looking ball. But we'll go on to our next part of our experiment. Okay guys, so we're back for our last portion of our experiment. So we have our labeled cups here. So I'm gonna change these right now because actually this is supposed to be the Hypertonic, so I'll put corn syrup. So that'll be my cup number 1. And then this will be the water. Sorry. Ignore my chicken scratch there. So we have our cups there. We have our cups here. They've been rinsed off. And I think that these eggs are ready to be, they're ready for osmosis because, again, like I mentioned earlier, it looks like the outer shell has been dissolved kind of like with the vinegar, with a chemical reaction there. So I think we're ready. So on our first egg, we're going to add some corn syrup, and we're just going to submerge the egg in corn syrup until it covers the top. Let's see. Sorry, I should have had this ready. Okay, so I'm just gonna pour it in there. Ooh, never mess with corn syrup. No wonder it's not good for you. So we need to submerge it in there. And I'm just gonna use my spoon. I hope I don't pop this thing. Ew. This is what we put in our bodies when we eat sugar, huh? Oh gosh, weird. Okay, still keeps popping up. I'm not gonna use this for anything, so I might as well spend it all in here. Get my money's worth. All right, and then the next one is our cup number 2, and this is just plain water. So we'll go ahead and submerge that as well. All right. As much as I try and get this. Ooh, this corn syrup is like a thick. I hope I don't break it. Okay. But there it goes to the top. Okay. The last step we have to do is we're going to add a few drops of food coloring. I picked red, my son's choice. So I'll add some. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's good. And we're going to stir it up, hoping we don't pop our egg. So far, so good. I'm excited to see what's going to happen here. What's the outcome of this? For one reason or another, I just can't get this little baby to stick to the floor there. There, and it rises right back up. Oops. Okay, so we'll be back in another 24 hours and we'll see the outcome. Thanks, guys. Hi, guys. So welcome back to our grand finale here of our osmosis experiment, and we're gonna look to see what happened to the eggs after sitting in 24 hours. One in corn syrup and one with some plain water and just some food coloring. So we'll start off with the one in corn syrup, and go ahead and put the, you can already tell here that the egg has definitely lost volume. It's like sucked up. I'll put that there. So you can tell it's definitely lost volume. I can see the yolk in there, it looks like, but it's lost volume there. So that is what I expected. Again, this was the hypertonic solution, the one we have here in cup number 1. So of course, through osmosis, the water drove to the solution. So from within the cell, drove out of the cell into the solution. So of course, caused it to lose volume and shrink. So we can tell that. I'm going to go ahead and now rinse my spoon. And we're going to try our one number 2 here. And let me just show you. You can see that one's nice and bubbly. Let's take it out. Wow. Who needs Easter eggs when you can do this at home? So you can tell this looks nice and poofy. So this one definitely increased in volume. And you can tell it also absorbed a color. So of course, this was our hypotonic solution that was just plain water with just food coloring. And you can definitely see that again, through osmosis, that water drove to the area of higher tonicity, may I say. And it drove in within the egg, or we can assume it's a cell. So it caused it to increase in volume, and it also absorbed the color from that water. So these are our final results. Again, our hypertonic solution did cause the cell to decrease in volume. Hypertonic solution did cause the cell to decrease in volume, shrink, and our hypotonic solution caused the cell to increase in volume. So I hope you guys get similar results, and this was a fun experiment. Thanks. Hi everyone, welcome to our first portion of the experiment we're going to do for osmosis, where we will test a hypertonic solution and a hypotonic solution. So first things we have are 2 chicken eggs. We made sure there's no cracks. I will place them gently in my labeled cups. I have one clear cup here labeled as number 1 and another one as number 2. Current time is 6:36 p.m. I will go ahead and fill these cups now with vinegar, and I'm just going to fill them up until it's about 2 inches above the surface there. Fill the next cup up. All right, and that looks like there's about, let me cover this one here. Perfect. So we're going to go ahead and let these rest for the next 12 hours. We will come back, change the vinegar, and let it rest for another 12 hours. So we'll see you back.